everybody.
Hey.
What's up? Guess who's back?
It's fucking me.
Hey.
Welcome back, girl.
Hey.
You were
I missed
gone.
you so much.
I missed you guys.
You were gone for 7 forevers. I counted.
I didn't know that forever could be calculated.
Yeah,
It's
well,
forever.
No.
I'm magic like that. You're welcome.
It's forever.
Wow.
So, yeah, welcome back.
Thanks. I'm glad to be back.
I just want to make it very well known, though, you don't get another time to leave me for that long.
Let me remind you of your sabbatical.
I was still here.
Okay, but listen, I had to do social media on my own. And
But I was still
She was still here.
in my sabbatical.
Okay.
I did not leave you in my sabbatical.
Okay, correct.
Okay, so
There were important
get your
things.
shit together.
There were important things.
I got my shit together. I'm back. Look, hey, hello.
It's
A
true.
bitch is back.
Hey.
Welcome back, girl.
Hey.
Hey. Okay, so let's just do them.
Welcome to the podcast. Code switching naturally. We need to say that.
God
I
damn
said
it.
that.
Did you?
I thought you did.
Oh,
Did you?
okay, maybe not.
Anyway, welcome to Code Switching Naturally.
Welcome back.
Jesus Christ. I'm Shani.
I'm AJ.
I'm Q.
Oh, God. Okay.
Shit.
We are doing great.
You're doing
today.
great, sweetie.
Mind you, I am sober. We're all
sober. It's just been one of those days, where it doesn't matter what you've been doing or going through. It's just been a day. Like you feel that? Yes.
I feel that.
Okay.
Down in my pinky toe.
From the rudder to the, as they
Rudder
say.
to the. Yeah, so let's just roll right into it, right? With the new year coming up and all things reflection, we're coming up. This is episode 16.
Wow.
We have been doing this for a while.
Wow.
16 episodes, and that's not including Music Manna.
Oh, wow.
Oh my God, you're right.
So we've done well over.
A good 20.
Nice.
We have 4 episodes of Music Manna.
16 episodes of Code Switching.
That's 20.
And then we have
You
our side
have-
content too.
You have
Right.
5 episodes of that,
Yeah.
and I have 4 episodes.
Oh, so
Look
this
at
is
us.
this is a full-grown adult of a podcast.
It's full
Isn't it?
grown,
Okay.
you know?
This
And
has
so-
grown way bigger than we imagined in the first place.
Yes, because we just was like, hey, let's do a thing
All right, let's go on here and talk our shit.
and just keep talking.
No, really, our first episode was literally turn on the iPhone and talk.
And we literally talked for 30 minutes.
Hey.
And apparently we've been talking for 30 minutes consistently.
Hey, you
Go
know,
us.
Regularly, yeah.
Regularly. Go
to the point
us.
we've got a new person, like we adding people.
Yeah, hey.
Oh,
How y'all
yeah.
doing?
So we just gonna say, fuck it. We just gonna.
I mean-
all right.
I mean, might as well. It was a good
Well,
segue.
so hey, special announcement. Booyaka.
Booyakasha.
Q ain't gonna just be Music Manna no more.
Right.
That's not what's gonna happen. Now it's gonna be the trio of us all the time.
We stealing him forever.
Right.
Code switching naturally.
Absolutely.
Per.
Per.
Okay. And so I thought it'd be kind of cool, since we're doing announcements. Also, just be prepared. We will not be dropping any episodes until February.
This is the end of season 1.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's done.
We're done.
Finito.
And so with this, we're going to call this the season wrap up, where we kind of talk about some of the things we liked, some of the things we didn't like. What are some things we feel like we could look forward to? What are some of the things we feel like, whatever. You know, all the things.
Right.
All the things podcast wise.
So,
Reflections.
Quentin, let's start with, I'm so sorry. Oh my God.
His name is Q.
That is his name. His name is not Quentin. What was I thinking?
I
His
mean,
name is Q.
it's fine. Listen, it's fine. My name is Quentin. I go by Q here, but my name is Quentin. What you gonna do? Nothing? All right, then.
Gonna do beat my ass.
Right. you gonna come see about me? No. All right. you know what? I told you. I did tell you that I was going to have her energy today.
Correct. Everyone needs a little bit of Channy vibes.
You know what? You were correct.
You need to be able to tell people to eat your ass.
Wait a minute. No.
I mean, she's not wrong.
Sometimes you just need to get in there and tell people to eat your ass.
Listen, eat the booty like groceries. It's good.
Oh my God. Okay.
Listen. I once had a customer at one of the many jobs I've had tell me to tell the company that I worked for to kiss her ass twice.
Both cheeks?
I had to ask because she just said kiss my ass twice, and I was like, okay. For clarification, does that mean just one cheek twice, or you want
a full coverage?
You want even distribution? And she was like, I don't care.
Okay.
Tell him kiss my ass twice. She said it more than once.
Okay.
That means
she wanted you to understand that
Right.
she meant that shit all the way down in the deep part of her body.
Absolutely.
In her ass.
It was very much like Kevin Hart. It's like, you tell her.
I said, to mind your
damn
damn motherfucking business, bitch. Okay.
Right.
So, Q.
What's up?
Tell me some of the best moments for you as a listener, as social media manager,
Right,
as like music manna.
I'm gonna get better
extraordinaire.
about that, by the way. So just like be ready. We gonna have a glow up of the social media. I'm working on it. Anyway, so as far as what I've enjoyed, I definitely think the thing that I came on here with in the first place has been my favorite. Music Manna was just
we love.
so good, so enjoyable. Both part 1 and part 2 of the Dawn, and then talking
Because somebody don't know how to do her assignments.
Except, what the worst part is, or best part for me, is they had in fact done the assignment and just didn't realize they had. You listened to most of the songs. You had heard most of them and just hadn't fully recognized what it was.
Sometimes it takes a while for my brain to piece together facts.
Well, you know what? And I get that.
And
That's
it's totally fair, honey.
That's fair, and we're working on that.
That's great for you.
But also just listening to the two of you talk about and talk through things has been really good. I'm extremely proud of you. That's kind of why I was like on board to join, because I think this could be really good, and it has been great so far. So I would like to see that continue.
Awesome, Channy.
Honestly, one of the things that I really love about doing this is that it feels very freeing to know that like once a week I can come somewhere and just talk my shit.
Absolutely.
And be exactly who I am.
Yeah.
And in a very non-judgmental place. Like, we get to talk about some really deep shit and still have a lot of laughs. Like, we have so much fun.
It's true.
Outside of what you guys see, we have so much fun.
Yeah.
I mean, but even what you do see, you clearly
see how much fun we have.
Right.
Clearly, we just have a lot of fun.
Acting a fool.
Really do.
And it doesn't matter whether we're on camera or off camera.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna act a fool every time.
Absolutely.
And wildly enough, we still have these same kind of conversations like outside of.
Right. Yeah, we don't save it all for pod. Because one, that feels disingenuous.
Feels kind of it does kind of feel disingenuous.
Right. It's like, no, save it for the podcast. No, let's talk about it, and then we can just bring it up again.
Because I feel like at the end of the day, this is still based on the fact that we have a really good relationship amongst all of us.
Mm-hmm.
We do. And also because we really live the life that we talk about. Like, it's not a facade. It's not like, let me come in with something.
Right.
No,
Because it's not giving something, very something.
We're trying to give everything.
We're not coming in with false energy. If
Okay,
we're not feeling that, we coming in.
Everything, Hanny.
I ain't trying to give everything.
Everything, Hanny.
Vinny.
No, we're not allowed to do that. That's their word. They don't know what I'm talking about. You don't know what I'm talking about. It's fine. It's a Terrell thing. If you don't know the Terrell thing, it's fine.
Check out Terrell.
Yes, we love Terrell.
Please go watch his 1 million special.
Yeah.
This, I don't know what she's doing.
Again, if you give me assignments.
Have you not?
No, she's not. She is not.
Chenny, look at me in my face.
I refuse.
Why the F not?
Okay, but
See, but what had happened was
but
is that
let's review. This is a reflection. We reflecting right now.
you should reflect on why the hell you didn't watch it like I told you to.
Because you said, I'm going to make time to watch
I'm
it.
gonna make time for it. We gave you warning of how much time you could have spent.
I know.
And then you did not do the thing.
What's wild is I know that it's exactly 1 hour.
It's actually
It's
1 hour and 55 minutes.
So okay, so like 2 hours.
Right.
Right. I can carve out 2 hours, but can I stay awake for longer than 2 hours?
Yes, you can. For that,
this,
you will be glued.
I will. I can I give you a date in when it will be completed?
No, what you doing tonight?
Doing it tonight.
What you doing
Yes.
tonight?
Can I have some eggnog?
Of course, there's eggnog at the house.
Okay.
Okay, great.
Bet.
So
See?
we're gonna drop him off,
Yeah.
and then we're gonna go watch it.
Okay.
See? Perfect.
So-
working out.
Anywho, we're working this out. That went totally in
Left.
a different direction.
It's your turn.
Yeah.
Oh.
Reflect.
Reflect.
Oh, it is.
It is.
Okay.
Drink your caffeine, girl. Just the thoughts that happened, you got so tired.
Instantly. So fast.
Like, immediately. Like, you reflected and went, ooh, I'm gonna take a nap, child. Let me just
Let me reflect on this bed.
So my reflection is gonna be very different because I edit the actual episodes to go up to YouTube. So I think my favorite moments are like the little nuances none of us get to see until I watch it back. And so the amount of faces and the amount of like the nuances, and it's so synchronized, it doesn't make any sense whatsoever.
yeah.
Like every time Music of the Week came on, me and her went the same direction. It was never planned. It was never something that was calculated. We didn't look at each other. She'd be like, it's time for it, and we just fell in stride. And then even with adding you, like the chemistry just never changes.
Sure.
The support and the I don't know what else to say about that, but pretty much my favorite moments are like the little nuances that we don't realize that we do with each other.
Yeah.
And the things that we catch on to. Actually, when I went on that little rant about like us in Cleveland, and you were like, hey.
Tangent.
Get it together.
It was like, hey, tangent.
Because I saw it. Like we were cresting the hill. We were about to go down into just full on rant. And while I understand, we did have other things
need
to
to
talk
pull a
about.
reverse.
Right. Right. We need to pump the brakes on that.
And so, those are my favorite moments. Now, I'm gonna top this off though.
Okay.
My non-favorite moments
Ooh.
though. I think some of the things that we've come to learn about podcasting is the very ever frustrating and irritating reminders of self, like, hey, you got to upload this podcast.
Yeah.
Right.
And if
Right.
you're going to do it at a certain time, because y'all, I be at work, okay? And I have a calendar reminder to tell me, bitch, you got an hour to upload this at 2 o'clock. And it never fails. Every Friday around 1 o'clock, I get pulled. One of my kids coming to look for me, or something is happening where I'm like, oh shit, it's 3 o'clock. I have not uploaded said episode yet. Now, YouTube gives you the choice to schedule that hoe out. So by Tuesday, Wednesday, YouTube locked and loaded and ready to go.
It's gonna pump it out.
Right.
It's ready. It's edited. It's uploaded. And all it's going to do on Friday is post. It's gonna go public. Okay.
Right.
The platform that we use to upload our audio, the podcast audio,
That
where
has
you
to
get
be
it
manual.
on Apple, Spotify, and all them other people, it's manual. There is no schedule.
Right.
You just have to
cannot
remember
schedule
to
it.
do
You
it.
just got to remember to do it. And so, I will say, with a person who has ADHD, I am the dog from Up. Literally.
So this has been a task for you. Yeah.
Daunting task.
Yeah.
And neither one of y'all are very good at the reminders.
Oh, no.
I didn't know that you wanted reminders. I will.
Right.
Let me know.
Right, because you see, so what happened was, it seemed like you were on top of it.
Right, because you do a pretty good job. You're pretty,
Right, 'cause
pretty
you
damn
like,
good job.
Hey, podcast is live. Let's go. I didn't know that I needed to remind you to check all of the.
But y'all gotta remember, right? You gotta remember. By the time I text y'all that the episode is live, what time is it?
2.
Nah,
It'd
it's
be- it'd
very
be-
rare that I've texted y'all at 2
It'd be
and say
close.
the podcast is live.
It may be close,
Close how?
close-ish.
'Cause I know
It's
there was
on a
one
Friday.
time-
Listen, we never
I
gave people
know.
a time. We said Friday.
It's true.
This okay?
It's true.
Damn.
If
We
it
just
comes
said-
out at Friday at 11 p.m., it came out Friday.
Well, we just said Friday, which is fine.
Which is still Friday.
So, just so that we're clear, the podcast will come out when it's ready. And when we remember,
Y'all know
To
that
post
song
it.
Mixed by Duran Bernard?
hey, that was exactly what I was thinking.
That right there is,
the new
that is exactly the same mood for these episodes. Listen,
You know it ain't
that.
ready
It might not be ready yet, but it's coming, okay?
It makes you. It's okay. Let's not, because I'll just.
But
get
okay,
stuck.
so before we do anything else, we need to stop and give very big shout out, kudos. Thank you so much, Mr. Gary.
Oh,
Yes.
Mr. Gary, you've
So-
been great.
The
We're
studio
here.
podcast suite.
You see that? Do you see that? The label, the logo on the top of that
Right
thing
up there, right up there.
Studio Podcast Suites hosts us every time we come and record, and he is a saint.
He has
when it
been
comes
fantastic.
to-
Yeah.
He's been such a huge help.
Really great.
oh my gosh! All we do is come, we record it, and then he sends us the footage and the audio. I don't have to edit the audio.
It
at
makes
all.
it so much of a breeze, honestly.
It
Yeah,
does. I
absolutely.
think that was probably the best thing we ever did.
Is come to a studio. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
Because at home it was cool, and we learned. Okay, so what's one thing you learned, Channy,
How,
from podcasting?
so, as you know, like I told y'all, I've been doing like the YouTube Academy thing, and I've been basically doing what I've been doing is just doing research on how to make the YouTube portion grow. Because if this grows, then the podcast grows as a whole. The one thing that I have learned is that there are so many different ways for it to grow, but it is so slow. It is so slow, and you just like a lot of it is just waiting. Like, you just got to do what you've been doing and wait.
Right.
And consistency in what you produce is the biggest thing.
So be obedient here, right?
Oh, I feel called out. Here we go.
Come on, God, really? Part of the reason that the wait is what it is that we do the work and prepare for the moment it clicks.
That was a message. That's a message. Yeah.
Because if we were to click today, I know damn one of us is ready.
That is true.
And my prayer has always been, Lord, just let us be who we are. Allow us to grow in whatever direction you want us to grow, but also be prepared for what that growth is going to entail. So, waiting is fine for me.
I think I'm okay with the waiting because I know that when it does click, this will be very much so not like anything that is produced right now because of our level of honesty.
Our level of honesty and I think that when it comes to why we decided to do this in the first place, that's the part where I never want us to lose sight of that.
Those are some of my favorite moments is when we are talking about the podcast, we keep in mind why we even started doing this podcast in the first place.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Because I realized, even though I work with fellow, Black folks, there's no space to just be Black.
There's not often a place where the variety of Blackness is comes together.
Right.
Because all of us are very, very different people. We live very different lifestyles, and
Right. There's some commonality, but yeah, we're very distinct.
Very much so.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, that was the interesting part about our conversation last week with me and Q, having lived in the same house and still being two totally different people.
Yeah.
yeah.
Two fully complex, realized adults.
You know what? You said that.
I mean,
Because I actually was looking kind of crazy. I was like, wait a minute. These kids are really coming to me. Like, I'm a whole grown-ass person. And they come to me. And they actually like me. And trust me.
it's because you keep it real.
I'm bad. Even the badass ones love me.
Right. Because you don't take their shit.
I do not.
Right. And they're like, oh, respect.
Because
Begrudgingly, but yeah.
I laughed at it because, I told y'all my kids be cussing out some of everybody, right? So I was like, listen, I know y'all cuss already. So y'all can cuss when y'all telling me stuff. But here's the deal. The moment you cuss at me.
See, and that's the difference. You can cussing with somebody and then cussing at somebody.
Right.
It's very different.
Very different.
Like I said, the moment I said, okay, so I'm gonna give you an opportunity to see if you understand what I'm saying to you, because I'm so dead ass in what I'm saying to you. I want you to understand the difference. So, what is appropriate when you're cussing in my office? They be like, when I'm talking about somebody else, like that hoe pissed me off, and I said, fuck that bitch. That's a great statement. Good job. Very appropriate.
That was very honest.
Absolutely.
Very honest and very
Absolutely.
appropriate.
Yeah.
What's not appropriate?
Fuck you, Miss Stevens.
No, and they be so funny because they will never even, they don't even say that. So then they be like, they was like, well, I can't say, I don't give a F to you. And I said,
Complete language change.
So
then they
you
be like,
understand.
I don't like cussing around adults. That's so uncomfortable. I'm giving you permission, and you still won't do it.
Sometimes you just gotta say it how you feel.
And that's what I told them. I said, because this is the safest space you have, and I want you to be able to express yourself. Because when you talking to your friends, you ain't finna say, well, that made me angry when you said,
I feel like
that
you
pissed
got
me the fuck off.
like you got me fucked up, like you said some crazy shit to me and I don't like it.
Right.
So be honest about your stuff. Now we are gonna have a rewind where we say it in a better way.
Sure.
So when it's time to address it, you know how to say it better.
Right.
We always come back to, how do we say it better? Now that you said it the way you wanted to say it, now let's come to the table. And
Right.
figure something else
Because you need to see what it is that they're feeling.
Right.
So that you can. Right. Right.
Yeah, so that's been the fun part. I will say, it's weird because there's many people who want to have therapist questions or think that they're big therapy people. That's the one thing I feel like I still need to grow and learn with because don't nobody want to participate with that one. Like Therapist Corner, I've gotten some kudos and stuff like that, but it doesn't get the, what I'm trying to say.
Not the same interaction.
Correct.
So, something that we can do, and this will definitely fall on my part, start having people ask questions. We've got an email. If we can have people send questions either to the email or if we make a Therapist Corner post on our Insta, people can ask questions there, and then we can answer some questions for your Therapist Corner. So if we have, the people, our loyal subscribers, if you guys have questions for us, send it to our email. We will make sure to put that in the description.
Oh, it's already in the description. Praise God.
Yeah.
I keeps it there.
Fantastic. So,
and I do think that your therapist corner is very important to what we do. Like it is very important. It's a lot of information that a lot of people don't have a chance to ask.
right.
Like a lot of things that are discussed are things that people don't get to talk to or talk about with a therapist, especially because therapy is expensive.
It is.
Who you telling?
Mm-hmm.
I had to cancel mine. I ain't
Child,
no money.
same.
I ain't been in a minute. So.
Yeah, my lady, she's great. It's just $100.
Yeah,
Right.
I loved my therapist. I loved Trish. We love you. However, I did not love that payment that came out.
Right. And that is, of course, an issue, especially for,
Yes, it is an issue. However, the amount of training and the amount of
the long hours that you had to go through.
guys,
Mm-hmm.
I almost became a stripper 4 times. 4. I almost became a pimp, a stripper. I was ready to go sell dope. Like, I was over it.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm still not done.
Yeah.
It is a lot.
The fact that therapists get paid shit and they have to go through more training than a police officer does
It's really
I have
wild.
a very big problem with that.
Okay, listen. We can't open cans like that. We can't just open cans like that in the middle of the podcast.
I
listen,
said what I said,
listen.
And you meant it.
and I meant every freaking word.
When
And
it
I
comes
feel
to
it.
the cost of therapy, I would never want it to be where like therapists are being underpaid or undervalued for what they're doing.
We are consistently underpaid, undervalued, and overworked.
And
every
I feel
time.
like what it should be, however, is that there should be more social programs that help people to like get assistance with getting therapy.
Yeah.
If we're going to put a focal point and say that mental health is important, especially when we tell people, "Oh, you need to go to therapy. Therapy is so important for you." How do we get them there?
Right.
And no shade, because I do work for a virtual style telehealth. House and never. There are a lot. Please do your research with the specific telehealth company, because just because they're telehealth does not mean that they are licensed practitioners. Period.
Yep.
Yeah, I've heard some. Yeah, I've heard some bad things about certain
And it does
companies.
not supplement therapy.
Because you can't get a life coach and think that a life coach is going to help you. When
Life
you need
coaches
therapy.
are not therapists. Now, I will say some life coaches are good for people in the middle of like some life transitions where they're like trying to get to like sorting out those transitions where you're not where you're not depressed or you're not anxious, but you really just need someone to kind of give you these quick focal points to
Right.
sort through the life
They help you.
transitions.
They're real good with the game plan. They're real
Right.
good.
They're really good with that. But when you're talking about depression and, oh, I feel this, I feel that, they are not licensed for that.
No.
They're not. And sometimes, depending on what you need to research that, because sometimes a licensed social worker may not fit what you need. Just like a licensed clinical mental health counselor may not be what you need.
Right.
You just have to research it and see who fits best for you. But we just went on another tangent. But anyway,
You know, we did. You know, what are you excited about for like the next season?
more topics.
Yes.
Topics.
For one, I'm glad you brought that up. I want us to get more into what it means to code switch. Like you had the episode about
Our
it.
episode
did.
on code switching was one of my favorite episodes.
Was that
wasn't-
the one where we did the first studio?
Yes.
Is that it? Child, she gave me the business right before, all the way up until we pressed record about the fact that we never did what is code switching. I do think we should do, I think we should kind of like wrangle in the episodes with an understanding of how this code switches and affects,
or how it
Yeah.
affects how
How it
we code
affects how
switch.
we
It's
code switch.
really a return to, I feel like it's a return to what we started doing in the first place. Refocusing on what we started doing this for in the first place and topics that are based on that.
Well, I feel like the
I mean, we have, but
I
we just
think-
need a break.
Oh no, for sure.
You're right, sis.
For sure.
So that we can refocus on that.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, refocus
Like we just need
ourselves.
we need to
right.
recenter, refocus, take a break,
Right.
sleep.
Take a break.
Because
Take a
who
breath.
told me, 2-job shouty,
2-job shot, yeah.
to start a fucking podcast?
I mean, you did.
I did. And I don't regret none of it because it was a great time.
You did that.
I do love the podcast.
I do love it.
But is it wild that we decided to do this? Yeah.
Of course it is.
Yeah, definitely.
With the schedules we have,
We started the podcast in the middle of us in a transitional period in both of our lives.
Right. And then I joined in the transitional period in mine.
We started a podcast in the middle of tumultuous things happening at that
Yeah.
time.
I mean, and honestly, still happening.
Still happening.
Still happening if we're being all the way real.
I don't want to talk about.
I mean, that's fair.
Get it?
Also,
Oh, that video where you were like, "I'm sorry, I didn't mean to get that real." I still hate you for that, by the way.
So sorry.
so
I didn't
She
think
took me out for drinks after that, so it was great.
obviously,
I didn't think it was gonna go in that direction.
Oh, fuck off.
you're still having big feelings. Big feelings about that.
I am so sorry.
I still love you.
So, I mean, I guess I could also I mean, y'all got separate content.
Yeah, stay tuned. Cute.
Again, you can just say my name.
Oh my
I'm
God.
not
Say
gonna
my
be-
name, say my name.
Exactly.
Oh my God, y'all. Y'all, I be trying so hard because I don't call him Q.
Right.
I don't call him that.
We
So
we don't call each other by any of these names.
we do not. But
Right. Yeah, I really don't call you AJ.
you don't.
I don't call you.
Actually,
AJ.
I don't. Who calls me AJ? Daddy?
Yeah. Or Half Pint, which.
If
still.
anything, you call me Channel.
We do call you Channel.
Yeah.
We call her Channel or Chanel. And I like Chanel. I like the ch in it.
Oh my God.
I don't know.
It is a soft CH.
We know what it is, but we're
Okay.
saying I like it. And then Quincy calls me Ariel.
Correct.
He calls me Ariel.
Yeah,
So
or your middle name. But that's
Yeah,
when
we're
I'm
not
really
gonna-
trying
we're
to
not
try
gonna
and
do
get your
that.
attention, which I'm not gonna do.
yeah.
Oddly enough, I don't think I say your name.
Me?
I don't say either of your names.
What do you call me?
She just starts talking to you.
I just really thought about that. She really does. She does
She
not.
really just starts
She really
talking.
just starts talking. She does not.
I don't call your name. I wait till you look at me
And then you start
and
talking.
acknowledge my existence, and then I'm like, okay.
Or she just starts talking out loud to no one.
To no one in particular.
Correct. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah,
'Cause-
just sort of thinking
yeah.
back. I've never heard you say my name.
Never.
No.
Or if she does, she's like, hey.
That's what I do. Hey.
Okay, but like, what would I do though?
That will be a surprise, maybe. We
Right,
come back
right. 'cause
to.
we're coming
Yeah,
back.
so stay tuned. So,
Yeah.
yeah, while we wrap this up, because, guys, we have been talking.
I mean, it's true, but I've been having a great time.
It's been a great
It's been
time.
fun.
We are going to keep up the Music Manna episodes. I think we're going to revamp that as well. Not necessarily just reviews, but we are literally like music connoisseurs.
Yeah.
So I realized just reviewing music is just not fun for us.
No.
No.
Like we
But we
had the
do-
ones we were excited for. So like Dawn, into it. Let's do it.
It was necessary.
I would love to talk about some like musical themes that are happening in current pop music today that I think are really significant.
Yeah.
Also, I want to talk about the validity of mumble rap.
Must we?
Must we?
It is valid.
Okay, before we go, can you tell us your issue with Mariah Carey?
Right, with the lamb, with the doll baby. Please.
Because
I didn't get to do it during the Christmas episode.
Because you weren't here.
But I'm curious.
Mariah Carey is an egotistical bitch. Like,
Wow.
okay, but listen. I don't know if this is just a character that she plays like in public, because I'm pretty sure it is. Like at home, I'm pretty sure she's like, you know, a chill person. But why would you choose to not have the voice that you had? B, not be able to perform the way that you have, and still maintain an egotistical mindset.
She went there.
Okay, so here's a couple of things. Now, this is not me saying that I'm a Mariah Carey stan, because I'm not.
Not at all.
But
Don't do the whole thing where people are like, oh, she earned it. I don't give a shit.
no. Here's the thing. I think it's hilarious.
It's hysterical.
It is so funny to me, because when I tell you I cackled at the performance of her doing, I think it's Emotion or Honey. It's one of the two.
Which one was it?
At her show in Vegas.
Where they picked her up?
They lift her
and they
up.
moved her and then put her down.
She stood there, sang, and they picked her back up and
now
moved her back over.
hold on. She did a tiny shimmy.
I did forget
She
the
gave
tiny
us a shimmy.
It wasn't even a 1-2 count. It was a huh. And then she was lifted onto the jet ski.
Oh my God.
See, and that's that shit I be talking about.
And then she was removed
Right.
from the jet ski.
Right.
Baby, you was upset, I know.
Ego.
Now let's be real. She does not have the power, the oomph, the voice like she used to. But her music has had staying power.
It does.
So I did not listen to a lot of Mariah Carey.
There's a hero.
I mean, sure, that's fine.
In fact, I did not listen to any Mariah Carey.
At all?
No. There is a time period where I was really into death metal, and I really missed out on.
Hey. I need you to come back.
We are recording.
She went on commercial break.
We gotta wrap this up.
We gotta wrap this up. It's over. We're past.
You know what?
We gotta wrap this up.
I get it. I understand. And again, I'm not a stan, but I just needed to know why. It's hilarious to me. All right. So, do we have one more for the end? No, we're just
closing up shop. That's
All
what
right.
we're doing.
Okay, so the last music of the week, though. Hey, since you're back, go and take over.
Speaking of like death metal and like metal music, and
I know it's been a while.
I love how you talked like we were in sync.
oh wait, are we supposed to be doing the dance? Are we gonna do the music of the week dance?
Yeah, honey.
Oh, hold on, I forgot which direction.
It doesn't matter.
Music of the week.
Oh,
Music of the week. Hey, hey, music of the week. Music. What the fuck?
you got it. It's been so long. You just went straight into it. You didn't even go with it's time for what you just said. Music of the week.
It's time for music of the week. Music of the week. Hey, hey, music of the week. Music of the week. Hey, hey.
There we go.
I just want to reiterate, none of us have had any type of substances.
None. I've just been drinking water and this is not water.
That's not water.
Who?
Anyway, music of the week.
So speaking of death metal.
So yeah, speaking of like death metal and just like metal music in general or like rock, I have been listening to Disturbed a lot.
Oh.
And I've been listening to Stupefy because I went to a concert where they did that song and the energy in the whole vicinity.
It's okay. It's all right.
It was overpowering.
This one. Just went. She went. Huh? Yeah.
This isn't for you. It's okay.
No, fully not.
It's okay.
It's all
That's
right.
where I drew the
But
line.
it's
Death
fine.
metal was where I
here.
drew the line. I drew the line. I was like, no, absolutely not.
I love metal music. Man.
No.
I love a lot of different music. Disturbed, one of my old college roommates, was just obsessed. So I learned. And it's good stuff. What about you?
Okay.
You have been clocked out for
So-
the past 10 minutes.
I've been clocked out way longer than
I'll
that.
say longer. For sure.
Okay, so what had happened was, for a reason that all of you will pick up on when I say the name of this title, I'm back on Jasmine Sullivan. Good morning. Pick up your feelings.
Oh, yeah.
Can I mention one thing that I love about people singing Pick Up Your Feelings?
What?
Every time that people do that, like the little like thing, they make that same face.
Because you have to.
It's that ugly ass face
It's
that
that-
singers do.
Right, you have to. Otherwise, it doesn't come out right. For sure.
Pick up your
It's that face. Love it.
Yeah. Yeah, no.
Yeah, that song, like, and I felt it down in the pits. Okay,
From the rooter to the
from
tutor.
the
as
rudder
they
to the
say.
tutor and the pinky toe. I would be like, don't forget,
Yeah. Yeah.
pick up your.
Yeah. Also, it still boggles my mind that she has sung that song so many times.
Several different ways.
Not a single
Not the
version
same.
is the same, but
No.
they're all incredible.
They're good.
Yeah.
They're great.
So hey y'all, what's that song? Cause you wanted something different, something. Why something about why hoes always win? That's her too.
That's a girl like me
Okay, that's what
with
I
her.
thought. Okay.
I was like, wait,
I also do not listen to a lot of Jasmine Sullivan.
excuse?
Okay, now
Moving
that one
on.
we're gonna have a problem with. Go ahead. What are you listening to,
Okay,
brother?
so like, I'm gonna be honest, and this is definitely gonna have to be a topic that we get back to next year, as they say. I've been on TikTok,
Oh yeah.
and so a lot of the music that I've been listening to is like
TikTok music?
1 to 3 minutes. Now listen, listen. There's a lot of strange connotation when people say TikTok music, but a lot of it slaps. Most of it slaps.
Some of it do slap. I will give it slappage points.
Right. The amount of creativity that you find on that app is insane. However, the thing that I've been listening to the most recently was the Pentatonics challenge that they just did, where they were doing My Favorite Things, and specifically the Peter Collins version,
That man
because
is a jerk.
His duet with that video,
it's insane.
so beautiful.
The
That man is a
control
jerk.
and just the intention behind his vocal choice.
His voice is so like it's robotic in a good way. Like the way that he's able to transition from note to note is like automatic flip.
and registers,
It is
Yeah.
it is an automatic
I
flip.
didn't know he had a whisper note at the end, dog.
yeah. Because I kept hearing it, and I was like, "Who is doing that? That is him." And I'm mad that it gets cut off because I know it was going to go somewhere and take me with it.
I really hope they record a full version.
I would
They
love
need
that.
to.
I would love that a lot.
That should be mandatory. And I feel like I should
Anyway,
I feel like I should send a nice little letter to them and tell them that they should do the thing, you know. But yeah, those are all great things, guys. I don't know anything about that, so congratulations, welcome back. So yeah, again. So again,
This has been incredible.
it's been great.
I'm so happy to be doing this with you guys.
I love it. So, just to reiterate, we will not be releasing any episodes after today's episode. Quentin is here for good.
Yeah.
Welcome. For sure, for sure. Like, comment, share, subscribe, turn on your post notifications, and the little bell. Hit the bell. Hit the bell. Post notifications are the same thing, but hit the bell so you know every time we drop. We may or may not, give you some content. We wish you guys a happy holidays, a happy new year, and all that good stuff.
Happy Kwanzaa.
Yeah, happy holidays.
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays.
Or happy Christmas, Kwanzaa to you and yours.
That's too many syllables.
To all your mom and them.
That's too many syllables.
That's not too many syllables.
Anyway.
Christmas, Kwanzaa.
You never seen that commercial?
Was it Old Navy?
What the
Virgin.
fuck are we doing?
Oh, right, Virgin. Yeah.
But all right, guys. Until we see you again, I'm AJ.
I'm Channy.
I'm Q.
Bye.
Bye.